If you went to visit South Korea, you'd probably be surprised by the thousands of people marching in the streets singing the popular Christmas carol Feliz Navidad with its lyrics rewritten about presidential impeachment. What's even more surprising is that many K-pop idols have been sharing their thoughts and opinions about this political situation. To say that people in South Korea had some chaotic days recently would be an understatement. On Tuesday, December 3rd, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared an emergency martial law and successfully shocked the entire world. Through a televised briefing, the president made a promise to eradicate pro-North Korean forces and protect the constitutional democratic order. While doing so, the president also accused the opposition of controlling the parliament or sympathizing with North Korea as well. The president's declaration angered the entire country, which doesn't like him very much as it is. What didn't help his reputation either were his rejected calls and cooperation with independent investigators when it came to his scandals regarding his wife and senior officials. Because of that, his opponents didn't hold back with their criticism, and the general public seems to be sharing the same view. After the law's declaration, the entertainment industry suddenly found themselves on high alert, and it led to the cancellation of many events on December 3rd. According to an exclusive insider report, various major entertainment agencies asked their artists not to attend events that were scheduled starting December 4th. Holding and attending events under martial law could lead to many troublesome consequences, so they didn't want to deal with the risks. Thankfully, the situation didn't last very long. The National Assembly fired back at the president's declaration and demanded the emergency martial law to be lifted. More than half of the 300 attending members, 190 in particular, voted unanimously to block the law, with dozens of them coming from the president's own People Power Party. But even when the president withdrew the martial law 6 hours after the first televised briefing, the country's anger couldn't be contained. Crowds gathered at the National Assembly as chaos erupted. Civilians and former soldiers joined forces, using their bodies and stacked furniture to block the military from entering the National Assembly. As you can see, not only did the announcement cause anxiety and distress to the whole nation, but frontline soldiers and people who are currently enlisted in the military were reported to draft farewell letters to their families as they prepared for the worst. Knowing all of this, it's no wonder that many K-pop idols used various online platforms to voice their thoughts and to support the thousands of people filling up the country's streets as they fight for what is right. Since K-pop idols aren't usually very vocal about the politics in their country or around the world, as their words could be twisted or understood differently, the fact that they are sharing their views and opinions is very special. The very first idol to speak up about the situation was MONSTA X's I.M. During the late broadcast of the popular radio show Kiss the Radio on December 3rd, he had to break the news after Yoon announced martial law at 10:30 p.m., so only 30 minutes after the radio show started. I.M. said, "Here's breaking news. This evening, President Yoon Suk-yeol declared emergency martial law." He was very visibly shaken up by the news, as if he couldn't believe what was happening. Many netizens wondered what thoughts were racing through his head, as 3 members of MONSTA X are currently enlisted in the military. G-Dragon also reacted very quickly after martial law was declared. Ha Sung-wook, a famous Korean poet, shared a poem from his poetry book called Not Turning Off the Lights Before Lying on the Bed, which read, "Just shut up and go away." Since it was posted so quickly after the announcement, many netizens believe Ha Sung-wook was speaking indirectly about Korea's president. G-Dragon's activity with the post, be it a simple like, made people speculate that he could possibly disagree with President Yoon. The fact that there was a notable surge in searches for G-Dragon's album Coup d'etat, the title meaning a military or government-led overthrow, spoke enough for itself. Soloist BB is another idol who learned about the martial law declaration in real life. When she started streaming live on Instagram, many people thought that she turned her camera on to address the situation. However, BB seemed completely unaware of what was happening in her country, and she continued to interact with her fans until comments began urging her to check on what was happening. Once she found out what was going on, BB abruptly ended the live stream without saying anything else. Lee Chae-yeon posted her own stand on the political situation online and said, "What position qualifies someone to talk about politics? As a citizen, I'll speak up whenever I want. As an artist, my voice matters too." In the end, Chae-yeon prompted everyone to try and live in a better world together. Her response to the matter contrasted sharply with Lee Myung-woon's stance on the situation. On December 8th, a netizen posted their alleged interaction with Lim. Through Instagram, they asked him why he didn't bother to speak up about the political situation. Much to anyone's surprise, Lim responded with, "Am I a politician though? Why would I voice anything?" Since then, many other celebrities have started to come forward to declare their support, not only for the president's impeachment, but also for the candlelight protest that took place in Yeouido. Because of this, there were lots of idols who shared emojis of candles as their words of support. Some people brought light sticks to the protest, reasoning that if they could use them at concerts, there was no reason they couldn't use them there too. Pentagon's Kino acknowledged this by posting a picture of the group's light sticks stick with the caption, "So proud of Universe," referring to the hundreds of protesters who showed up with light sticks instead of candles. Stacy's members changed their bubble descriptions and added the candle emoji to support the impeachment protests. Dewi from the boy group AB6 changed his profile picture and bio on the fan app From to a candle as well. Dongmyoung from the group When We shared the following message: "The company is concerned and tells us to be careful, but I like to write a message carefully. Our tomorrow is always important. Praying that we've in each area will be careful with their health and fight together." While Eve from Luna didn't mention the impeachment word for word, she confirmed she was watching the news and encouraged everyone not to catch a cold and to eat properly. She added, "To the fans who so impressively went out there, you went through so much, and I am so thankful for you." Jeju also posted a selfie at around 2 in the morning, and eagle-eyed netizens noticed she was near the National Assembly, meaning she was possibly attending one of the protests. In addition, JB from the group GOT7 liked a post where one of their fans took a picture of the group's light stick that they brought to one of the protests. ATEEZ's Woo Young encouraged the protesters to stay warm, carry a hot pack, and eat lots of delicious food on their way home. Other idols decided to share their support wordlessly by putting a candle emoji into their bios across various online platforms, including ITZY's Chaeryeong, several Purple Kisses members, and GOT7's JB put a candle emoji behind his name on Twitter. Members from Everglow also showed their support for the protesters, and Mia even sent some money to one of the cafes near the protest. Mia was recently joined by IU, who reportedly arranged for 700 meals from various local spots, including cafes, soup restaurants, and rice cake shops, all prepared in advance around the area where President Yoon's impeachment rally was taking place. IU also allegedly provided hot packs for anyone who would be attending the rally. Her agency then went on to clarify that the gesture wasn't just for IU fans. According to them, anyone attending the protest could pick up the food, drinks, or hand warmers. Other idols who did the same thing are the NewJeans members. For their first Instagram post, the members shared information about free food and drinks they arranged for fans rallying for the impeachment of President Yoon Suk-yeol. The offerings included 110 kimbap rolls, 250 drinks, and 200 bowls of soup with rice. The caption on the post encouraged all K-pop fans with light sticks to take part, regardless of which artist they support. Stray Kids Yoonjin also encouraged everyone to dress warmly and to bring a hot pack, making many people believe that he was showing his support to the protesters. He also removed his profile picture on Bubble. It was also reported that an entertainment industry organization published a document showing support for Yoon's impeachment, and several idol names appeared on the petition, like the soloist Soonmi or BTS Suga. Unfortunately, netizens on Reddit agreed that it's best to take these petitions with a little skepticism, as some of those names are so common in Korea that it's very easy to make the assumption it's the name of the idol. It's clear that K-pop has played a significant role in these protests. Not only were the Seoul streets illuminated by hundreds of light sticks, but people chanted several K-pop songs as well. Some of these songs include Whiplash by aespa, the legendary Into the New World by Girls' Generation, which was played by the students of SNU, Crooked from G-Dragon was sung day and night in front of the National Assembly, and the crowds chanted their hearts out to Fire by BTS as well. Girls' Generation Yuri spoke kindly to any of her fans attending the protests and expressed her happiness when she heard the group's song play during such an emotional moment. She wrote, "Are you guys doing okay in the cold? The Molar Bongs were so pretty and cool. I was so happy to see Into the New World resonating with you guys." And we obviously can't forget the viral cover of the popular carol Feliz Navidad with the words "Impeachment is the answer," replacing the original chorus lyrics. Idols speaking up about politics so fiercely and openly is still a very new thing in K-pop, and it's not a bad move on their part as some people might think. Whether politics should have a place in K-pop is a debate for another time, but these small gestures of support from idols prove the value of standing up for what's right.